hey, you got to drink more than water when you're working out really hard. This is a really good one right here. You got to know how to replace your electrolytes. Electrolyte balance is key.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the High Power Lifestyle YouTube channel, and this is from the grind up part 5. All right, so for you guys who have followed along on the journey thus far, keep up the good work. This episode is just basically talking about the obstacles. Truth be told, there will be a lot of obstacles and things that will come up, the unknowns, I like to say, and some of the things you're not prepared for that will make reaching your weight loss goals and your health and wellness goals harder. And the first one that I would like to talk about is dehydration. So you want to make sure that you're getting at least a gallon of water a day. What's even more important than water when you're working out really aggressively is your electrolyte intake. You want to make sure that you keep your electrolyte levels balanced, and that's why I drink these all the time, the BioLites. You want to make sure that you're getting it through food as well. So you want to make sure you're taking your vitamins, your supplements, and you're eating a healthy diet. Oftentimes when dehydration hits, it's really a signal that you're kind of behind the 8 ball, and trying to catch up by drinking more water and stuff like that. Sometimes it just doesn't work when you need it. So you want to make sure that you're being proactive with your water intake and your electrolyte intake. So make sure you stay hydrated. And also, the reason why dehydration is a huge obstacle is because oftentimes it's just some of the symptoms. Dehydration can oftentimes show up in many other ways in the body that you may not immediately be able to tie directly to dehydration. So number 1, stay hydrated. So the next thing is managing soreness. So when you're following the blueprint, you're going to be working out really hard. You're gonna wake up feeling sore, for some time. Depending on how intense your workouts are, it may feel unbearable, and that can make you, kind of just want to take off for the day. But that's not what we're doing. Okay, you want to understand that. Okay, this is a natural part of the process, especially when you're working out really intensely. And that's why preparation and recovery is key, and being proactive and making sure that you're eating healthy and staying hydrated. That's why that is key to help with these things. But a lot of times there's really no way around it, especially in the beginning of your whole workout journey. You're gonna be sore, and this is commonly known as DOMS, which is very common, delayed onset muscle soreness. Again, you just have to work through it. So you're gonna be really sore. Sometimes you may not even think you can work out or run or even get out of bed, but in all actuality you simply need to just warm up the muscles and get going, and you'll be okay. I promise. Trust me, there's been days where I had to get up, go to work, and feel like I got hit by a truck, man. It felt like, it's unbearable. Like even, just getting up from my desk and just going to the restroom, it was horrible, and I had to fake like I wasn't in excruciating pain, making that walk to the bathroom in front of the entire office. But you'll get through it. In the beginning stages, it may feel unbearable, but trust me, it is a part of the process. It's a part of the journey. All right, so you will be okay. So do not let soreness deter you. The next thing that I want to talk about is irritability, right? Irritability in this whole process, because again, we're managing calories and you have to make an adjustment in your diet when it comes to managing your calories, and that can cause irritability. So you could be working out so hard, you could be making a lot of progress, and you'll get to a point where things become super redundant, and you're just tired of counting calories, and you're just tired of just managing everything that you put into your body, and you're already working out aggressively. And sometimes when you're working out so hard and you're managing your calories and you're managing the whole process, and then also a lot of the other stress factors outside of the gym, and just day-to-day life, it can cause you to become irritable, and sometimes you just want to shut down, or you just want to take days off or distance yourself from people. And just know that that is a very common thing in a weight loss transformational journey. Okay, you're going to be irritable, you're going to get kind of tired of this mundane repetitive type of practice that you're on, in terms of going to the gym, managing your calories, which will kind of sometimes boil down to you knowing your go-to foods and stuff like that, and understanding the pressure that's before you. All that can cause irritability, and if you're not strong enough, it can knock you off of your game. And so I want to kind of make you aware of that before it comes up. So when the irritability happens, just manage it, just understand, just take a breather, just understand this is a part of the journey as well. You are not alone with the irritability, okay? Trust me. Your partner, your family, friends, whatever, they may think, you're being distant. They may think something's wrong. They just have to understand that you're on your transformational journey, and this is just part of the process, and you just need a day, you just need a day or so. Also, hydration and diet also plays a big factor in your overall mood as well. Okay, so again, irritability will come up, frustration, and what happens is those negative talks and thoughts and things like that will creep in, and you may have that soft voice telling you to just take the day off, or let's abort the mission altogether. I'm here to tell you that don't listen to it. This is just a normal part of the process. This is part for the course. You will be okay. I want there to be some relatability here, because a lot of people don't talk about that part, and that is normal. So just know that it's just a normal part of the process. The next thing is injuries. Okay, listen to your body, especially when you're starting out. You're getting into the groove of things, you're really feeling it, you want to step things up, you putting extra effort in the gym. Injuries can happen, that's why preparation is key. Go back to the prior from the Grind Up series, I talk about preparation. Injuries is just something that comes with the territory, especially when you're putting your body through these rigorous fitness and physical activities. So that's why hydration, that's why nutrition is really important. And you want to make sure that you're stretching, and you're doing everything before your exercise regimen. That's why it's also really important for you to stay educated and stay inquisitive about the exercises that you're doing, and you're always growing in terms of your knowledge when it comes to your health and wellness journey. All right, because you don't want to just be a robot. You don't just want to just be doing something because someone is showing you or telling you to do it. You want to internalize these movements and this information so that you can sustain this lifestyle, and that takes you having the knowledge of what you're doing and making sure that you're doing it properly. The goal is to, avoid injury. Oftentimes it is inevitable. You are going to feel some uncomfortable sensations. Really analyze those things. Sometimes it may not even be an injury. It may just be some severe soreness. And that's for you to determine. But if you know that it's an injury, it's better sometimes to take that step back, take the rest for a day or so, so that you can return stronger and you don't create even more problems by trying to exercise or push yourself when you are injured. Because if that happens, then you can really put yourself out of the game, like completely. And that's what we're trying to avoid. We want to make sure that we're being smart and intentional and strategic about our health and wellness. Sometimes if we know we've been going hard and we pushed our bodies to the limit and some things may not be feeling right, it may be wise to say, okay, let me take some time off, let me manage myself here through recovery so that I can return in a couple days stronger and ready to go. Let's not let our ego, let's not let our impatience put us in a position where we make this journey way more painful, way more stressful, and harder than it has to be. All right, so injuries again can often be mitigated through proper hydration, through proper nutrition, as well as seeking the knowledge and the understanding of the movement and the things that you're putting your body through. You're staying inquisitive about your process and your journey. So when it comes to injury, it is situational. It is something that you will have to manage and make the determination on yourself, and you have to be smart about. But again, if it happens, you have to plan around it so that it doesn't set you out of the game indefinitely. You need to be in control of it as opposed to the injury being in control of you. And don't let the injury screw you psychologically as well. I know that that has happened to me many times in the past, where you're so used to being in the gym, you've been in a groove, and then all of a sudden you have to sit down for a few days. That can make you feel like you fell off of the wagon. But I have a motto where there's no days off. Like even when you're off from the gym, if you're managing your diet and your nutrition, then you're not off. You're still on. You're still well in the game, and you're actually putting yourself in a great position for when you return, you're just as good as you were before you left. Don't let that dupe you psychologically. So injury is another obstacle that could come up, but you want to be prepared for it and understand you're not alone, part of the process. I want to speak about is stress. Stress can really, be one of those things that can really put you in a position where you're constantly doubting yourself, and also just having, those high cortisol levels can slow down your weight loss progress as well. So you want to manage stress as best you can. I know that working out intensely is going to cause its own stress. And you also have your stressors from day-to-day life, whether it's work, whether it's family, business, whatever the case may be. Stress is inevitable on the body, on the mind. and that raises cortisol levels, which can slow down weight loss progress, which can cause frustration and more stress. It can really put you in a position where, you know, you want to take off more time from the gym than needed. And I would say, you know, if you feel like it's becoming overwhelming, then take the time. You would rather take, again, that small step back so that you can take that giant leap forward. But I would ask you to really assess the stress level to make sure that, you know, it's something that you can manage through, because you have to understand that you have to get through that fire, you have to get through those tests, you have to get through that stress in order to really see the change and the growth, okay? And also to really see the benefits, because one thing about working out and staying healthy and staying consistent and making this a lifelong process is that it will be stressful. So if you can exercise your mind to the point where you can manage through the stress and still, even while stressed, make your way to the gym, get you a good session in, one of the things that it can do for you is teach you how to turn your exercise sessions from, you know, stressful things to therapeutic things. Because, you know, I know for me, you know, going to the gym in the beginning, especially when, you know, you're carrying all this extra weight, and again, you have this, what feels like an insurmountable goal of losing X amount of pounds, that stress and that pressure, and you walk past all these mirrors in the gym, and sometimes the gym can feel uncomfortable. Like, you will feel like, you know, I'd rather not go to the gym. But the more you are able to kind of, you know, empower yourself and motivate yourself and put yourself in those uncomfortable situations, you'll start to realize that, you know what, this is working with me, and is an actual power tool and a source of motivation and therapy for me. There are stressors on the outside. Workout can be a stressor, but ultimately I can turn my workouts into my therapy, which will help strengthen my mind as well as my body. And the unique thing there is that now the stronger mind will then begin to help you with the stressors and anything on the outside of the gym. So what was once something you felt was an added stress is now something that is actually a tool that you use to manage stress all around, because your mind is becoming stronger as well. So you're learning how to deal with tough situations and problem solve and troubleshoot in real time. And that is something that you're taking away from your exercises. That is a blessing and a lesson that you earn while, you know, staying committed, even through the fight, even through the uncomfortability. You'll end up transforming that stress into a power tool and a source of therapy. That's just one way to look at it. But again, stress is inevitable. It will be an obstacle. But again, we're here to turn our obstacles into stepping stones, okay? So obstacles are everywhere. The obstacle is the way. And you have to know how to maneuver around those obstacles so you can reach your best potential and your best self. So stress is inevitable. Get enough rest. If you're not getting, you know, 7 hours of sleep or more every night, that is something that you want to make sure you're getting. If you're not getting enough rest and you're exercising and demanding a lot from your body, then you're just asking for trouble throughout your day. So you're waking up, you know, already behind in terms of your energy level, in terms of your motivational level, and that's just setting yourself up for more stress. So try to get as much rest as possible. Understand, again, this is a normal part of the process, especially when you're working out this hard, this consistently, but you just need to know how to manage it. And, you know, just understanding how to sometimes turn things that may feel like they're against you into actual things that are working with you. So stress is an obstacle. Don't sweat it. Learn how to manage through it.
Welcome to my king show. Can't see what's going on 'cause my eyes low. I squint it like I'm looking through a peephole. I'm geeked up, riding with my pistol. Bright lights turn them off when I'm
see, what else? Oh, one of the other things is something I like to call analysis paralysis, okay? What is analysis paralysis? That is when you are just overly critical on, you know, just your process, you know, in terms of your fitness level, maybe your weight loss progress, and you're just pretty much just combing through everything with a fine-tooth comb. You're judging yourself up against what you may see in the gym or what you may see in a fitness group that you may be in. Basically, you're doing too much thinking, you're overthinking, being over-analytical to the point where you end up doing nothing. Or you're just doing too much comparing, you're just doing too much, you know? So always remember this, you know, comparison is the thief of joy. You are unique. This is your journey. And you have to develop a really healthy relationship with this journey and learn to kind of, you know, fall in love with yourself and your abilities and your uniqueness. Don't look for perfection. And as long as you're showing up, doing the work, giving 110%, then you've done your job. No matter how that looks up against another person's progress, another person's physique, or whatever data you're looking at, if you feel good about the effort that you put out, then that's all that matters. Don't overthink it. That's why it's always good to start small, start with baby steps. That's why in the weight loss blueprint, I set it up to where, you know, you want to stay out of the mirrors, you want to stay off of the scale for like the first week. You know, there's time that you have to give yourself to kind of grow into the next stage, because if you're looking too far ahead, then, you know, you can get overwhelmed. And this is where the analysis paralysis can happen. Just dumb down the process. Just understand it's really as simple as putting one foot in front of the other, or just lifting the weight, you know, one rep at a time. Let's not be over analytical. It's really as simple as managing one step, one rep at a time. And just, you know, understand that the small steps, they add up to miles, you know, and those reps, they add up to gains. There's no shortcuts in the journey. You understand? Like, there's no shortcuts. So there's no way out of that. What you have to just accept is you have to stay committed and consistent. And that's really the biggest piece. As long as you're showing up consistently, the progress and everything that you're looking for will come. As long as you are knowledgeable and intentional about what you're doing, the progress will come. So no worries there. Just, again, stop comparing yourself to others. Do your work, run your race, and the progress that is for you will come. I promise you that. For you guys who have not purchased the High Power Weight Loss Blueprint, go to Amazon. The link is in the bio. Get you a copy. I am going to give 2 free copies to 2 of my viewers. Okay, all you have to do is just DM me on Instagram, which is High Power, HYGHER POWER. Let me know, you know, where you're at in your weight loss journey, and I'm going to be choosing 2 individuals to send out a copy of the Higher Power Weight Loss Blueprint 2 for absolutely free. All right, so you can start off 2024, you know, on fire. But yeah, that's it, man. I wanted to talk about the obstacles. You know, that was something I wanted to touch on because, you know, when you're working out, you know, all the intentions are good. I mean, you're optimistic about what you're going to look like, what you're going to feel like, what you're going to become. But you do have to understand it's a lifelong journey, and there will be obstacles, and you will have to know how to turn those obstacles into your stepping stones so that you can step and reach that much higher. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, baby, keep going higher. Peace.